tier lists. We all know about them. We've all seen them. Pretty much all a tier list is, you're just ranking your favorite things from Centorea from Monster Musume levels of awesomeness all the way down to that one girl from Shield Hero, the redheaded girl. Okay, I totally forgot what her name is. I think it was like Miranda Cosgrove or something. Monster Musume, undoubtedly the best ecchi anime to ever exist. Monster Musume is the kind of anime that Jesus watches on the weekend. Monster Musume is the kind of anime that makes you laugh, cry, and come at the same time. Monster Musume is the kind of anime that makes you wish for a season 2 8 years later. In my opinion, there is no better anime out there that perfectly balances the echiness, the humor, and story and characters of Monster Musume. So today we are doing the unthinkable. We are going to be ranking every waifu. We are going to be ranking every single waifu from Monster Musume from best to worst. In this video, there's going to be a lot of ups, there's going to be a lot of downs, there's going to be a lot of goofs, there's going to be a lot of gaffes, but it's something I must finally do. Can you guys guess who is number one? I'll give you a hint. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, before we do that, people are always asking me for ASMR, so I'm going to give you guys a quick little drinking water ASMR. Now I understand what all those hentai girls are going through. To the computer! Away! My body is ready. All right, here we go, you guys. We are at in hentai /tag/ centaur. Wait a minute. All right, you guys, here we go. We are at rule 34 /anka. Sorry, got a little bit of allergies going on. Allergies. All right, you guys, here we are at tiermaker.com, and this is going to be the tier list that we are working with. On this tier list, we have all the Monster Musume waifus, including the ones from the anime and from the manga. There are none of the guy characters on this list, just because I don't typically swing that way. Unless you are Hyena or Krim from Interspecies Reviewer, then hit me up. Typically when I do these tier lists on stream, what I like to do is I like to start with the easiest characters first. Let's go ahead and get the easiest characters up on the board so we can go ahead and get this train a-moving. I can run a train on a few of these characters, if you know what I mean. If you guys know anything about me at all, whether it be from watching one of my videos or being in my Discord or watching my streams or just from the few minutes you've been watching this video, you can probably guess who's gonna be my first pick. That's right, it's none other than the busty beauty herself, Centorea, coming in at an S-tier waifu. I love Centorea, okay? Everyone always asks me, like, why do you love Centorea? She's a freaking horse, and that may be true, and may be pretty freaking hot, but Centorea is awesome. She is so cute and shy and humble, and she truly loves the master. She really loves him. When we start to look at some of these other characters, can you even say it's true love at that point? Or are they just trying to, you know, bam, bam, bam? Well, I guess he would be, well, you get the picture. Centorea is the kind of waifu that'll flood the battlefield with the blood of your enemies and then get shy when you tell her good job. She's blonde, she's got the side ears, and she's got the best pair of opai I think I've ever seen on anything, literally ever. A lot of people will come at me though and say, you know, she's a horse, like, duh, she's a horse. You can literally say that about any of these waifus. You like Miia? She's a snake. You like Mero? She's a fish. You like Rachnera? She's a spider. You like Popt? She's a dog. You like the mono-eye girl? She has one eye. Don't ever kink shame someone's monster waifu, because you know there's somebody out there who has the hots for the leech girl. I know it. She is pretty hot though, like I cannot lie. But now going in the complete opposite direction, I think we need to get one of the worst waifus from this series on the list. Just pull the band-aid off, get it out of there. And that would be none other than Mero herself. Who are we talking about? Who are we on here? Oh yes, Mero. Mero sucks. I don't think there's a single person out there that would debate me on that fact. I mean, she's just terrible. I know I just got done saying, like, don't kink shame someone's waifu, but she's a fish. I mean, like, really? A fish? I guess I just don't personally understand, like, why a mermaid or, like, fish person? Is it because they're, like, slimy and cold, or they can't breathe oxygen for long periods of time? She's also one of the characters of the series I don't think that truly loves Kimihito. I think that she's just kind of there because she's just kind of there. She's kind of more on the sideline. She's just watching all this go down and kind of just getting off on that. So Mero, yep, no go. She's a fish. I don't get it. Women out there, you know what guys really love? Is when you're cold and slimy and you got scales and gills. Now that just gets me like, whew, something's rising and it's not Shield Hero. Moving on to the next character in the list, we're gonna go ahead and tackle a character that's a little bit controversial. Some people like her, some people don't. It just depends if you're a Chad weeb or not. Papi is fucking amazing, and if you say otherwise, you were wrong. I actually have a confession to make. I liked Papi more when I was first reading the manga than Centorea. Oh god, that hurts to say, but I'm glad I finally got that off my chest. It wasn't until later into issue 1 and issue 2 that I started to go more in the Centorea route, but upon like first glance and just based on personality, I freaking fell in love with Papi. Papi is just so cute and wholesome, and I love her character design. She also has a lot of energy. She's always moving. She's always doing new stuff, so I think if like she was like IRL GF, it would be kind of fun, you know? You'd always be like new experiences happening. It's really cute too as the series progresses, how she has this like motherly instinct. Spoiler alert. You can tell even though she's kind of an idiot that she has like these motherly instincts, and she has some smarts in there. They're just buried way down. She's also really fucking hot, and if you don't see that, then you might want to go get your eyes checked. But AP, she doesn't have any opie, she's flat. Bruh, the only girlfriend that you can get is 2D, so technically all your girlfriends are flat, so let's get over ourselves. I forgot to mention that with Centorea as well, but one of her best selling points is she is literally transportation. Can you imagine having to go down to like 7-Eleven or something at night and then just hopping on your Centaur GF and just riding down the sidewalk? That is literally the American dream. Moving on to another controversial character, we're gonna go ahead and tackle the main waifu herself, Miia. Mia's a tough one. I honestly struggle with Miia because she definitely is cute. She's one of the main focuses of the series. She's very kind of like girl next door-ish. Definitely more outgoing as a personality. This is a tough one. I honestly don't know. These are the characters that I struggle with because it's like it's Miia, but it's also like it's Miia. She's kind of normie. I don't know. She's kind of like a normie waifu. I'm feeling generous today, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and put Miia as a B tier waifu. Look, Mia's cute. She has a cute personality. She's very expressive. She knows what she wants, okay? And I respect a strong, independent woman in today's age. She wants to fuck what's his name? Komoto? I think personally, though, I just enjoy the relationship between the main character and Centorea a little bit better. Pros, Miia is cute. She got dim hips. Cons, she's a snake, and I don't know how I feel about snakes. Being wrapped up in like a snake tail would be pretty cool, I feel like. But she has also almost murdered the main character like 5 times, so there's a little bit of a trade-off there. Moving on to one of the more unconventional waifus of the series, we're gonna go ahead and tackle Popt herself. I freaking love Popt. Popt is so cute. I love her character design. She is energetic. She is just the ideal dog GF. Everything she does is just cute, from her little like bone pin, from like the facial expressions that she makes. She's also always trying to improve the lives of people around her, trying to get them more active, get them more athletic, and I respect that from someone who's gotten a little thick during the COVID times. Probably have had one too many McDoubles during these COVID times. I respect that. She's freaking hot and a dog girl and has a nice butt. To all my fellow Popt lovers out there, respect. We're not furries. Yeah, alright, everyone's gonna hate me for this, but I'm gonna move Miia down to a C. I don't like the image of her rubbing shoulders with Popt and Centorea, you know? She doesn't deserve that yet. This is so hard. This is why I hate doing this tier list, because I will go back and forth for the rest of the day trying to decide if Miia is a B or a C. Suu, the slime waifu herself, definitely one of the more powerful waifus in this series. I mean, she has the ability to literally turn into any character you want. I think there was even a scene where she can change her voice to sound exactly like any character, so that's pretty cool. I could literally tell Suu, like, turn into Miku, and she could do it both in body and in voice, I guess. The amount of fetishes you can unlock with that power is just, is unbelievable. I'm gonna go ahead and put Suu in the A category next to Popt. I think that because of her ability to shapeshift and change her body and change into pretty much anything you want, is just, that is an amazing power to have. But Suu is really cute. When the series goes on and the relationship between her and Papi and her and the main character kind of continue and flourish, she really begins to shine. And you can see that even though she's literally just like a bucket of slime half the time, she has feelings and she can express herself and she does truly love the main character. And her to have the ability to literally transform any part of her body is just like, yay. Moving on to Agent Smith, she freaking sucks. So yeah. Okay, this is another one of those decisions that I definitely have to explain myself a little bit, but I think once you hear my reasoning, you'll understand where I'm coming from. Agent Smith is hot, okay? I'm willing to agree with that. She looks freaking amazing. But in a world where monster girls actually exist, and you can literally choose from, hypothetically, any breed or any kind of monster girl you can imagine, why would you choose any sort of human option? If I can have a big titty centaur GF, I'm not going to be choosing Agent Smith. Do I like Agent Smith? Yes, but compared to all the rest of these characters, no. So you guys gotta think. You can't just see her on page 3 in the manga and be like, you know what, that's my waifu. You gotta flip some pages before you make these life decisions, okay? Moving on to Tio. Tio, the, ogre? What is she? Oh, she is an ogre. I was just joking. I thought I was just making like a Shrek joke, but I was actually right. God damn. Tio, the ogre herself, is another classic waifu for me, and I'm gonna go ahead and put her in the A tier next to Suu and Popt. It is really hard not to like Tio from this series because she is just so wholesome, yet so freaking sexy. You cannot not like Tio. You can kind of almost compare Tio to Papi because whenever she's trying to help the most, she's typically the most destructive. But forgetting all of that, she is one of the cutest, just girliest characters in the series. And I think comparing that to her overall huge structure and her muscular strength, to see a girl like that in like a cute Sunday dress, it is just so wholesome. She's the kind of waifu that you take on a date to an aquarium, but then gives you the piggyback ride on the way back home. And I am 100% okay with that. Okay, I've been avoiding this one for a while just because I can't think of a character in this series that people simp more over than Rachnera and Miia. I already tackled Miia, got that out of the way, but I've been avoiding the spider waifu until now. I don't particularly like Rachnera. Oh my god. Oh, I can feel the hate. I can feel the hate coming through the screen from you guys, okay? Let me explain. Rachnera is definitely probably the most unique character in this series, both in design and kind of her personality. She's very independent. She does her own thing. She doesn't really care for the main character, or at least show that affection, even though it's obvious that she does. She's definitely more of the Dami Mommy compared to any of these characters, and that I really like. All of those are great personality traits to have. I strive to be like Rachnera in my daily life. However, she's a giant scary spider, and I'm not sure I can get behind that, in more ways than one. Look, I like spiders, okay? Spiders can be very cute, they can be very wholesome, or they can be Rachnera and be sexy but scary. Rachnera is hot and a Dami Mommy, but confuses me, and my PP doesn't know what to think about her. Zombina is another one of those characters where I honestly don't know how I feel about her. I love Tom Girl? Hold on. Sometimes I get confused and I put Tom Girl hentai instead of Tomboy hentai, and the results are widely different. I'm not complaining, but it's just not exactly what I ordered. Zombina is definitely the tomboy waifu in this series until you get to some of the cow waifus later in the manga. And that's pretty darn cool. You know what? Tomboys? Yeah. Strong, independent women who could literally beat me up. Yeah. But she's a zombie and not one of like the kind of like cute zombies. Well, she is cute. I think my main problem with Zombina is she actually falls apart, and I don't know how to feel about that. I don't think I would want my waifu in pieces. That sounds like an early 2000 emo song. Zombina is cute, but the idea of her falling apart, I'm not completely sold on. I'm going to talk about Kii, though, because that's probably one of my favorite episodes out of the anime. Kii's story and how that episode goes is just amazing. I love her so much. I love her design so much. Having like a plant waifu with stump legs, but still manages to look incredibly hot. That is something only Monster Musume could do. That whole battle they go through and the scenes and the references is just amazing. I love Kii, I love Papi, and their chemistry is really good. I would put Kii higher on the list, but there really isn't a lot of material on her outside of that episode. I think maybe they go back to the forest and visit her like once or twice, but It's one of those characters I wish that just got more screen time. If she did, though, I guarantee you that Kii would have been higher on the list. Moving on to another side character that didn't get a lot of screen time is going to be Draco, I think? Draco is a dragon who everyone thinks is a guy, but turns out to be a girl, and the biggest twist of the century. Overall, though, Draco is definitely kind of a shittier person. The way she simps over Miia, it's something you would see on Twitch, and is just foul. I would never simp for somebody on Twitch. That would never happen. I like Draco's design. I like the voice. I like how it's revealed that it's really a girl, and all of that. That's cool. That was a cool twist. I was on the edge of my seat, okay? I was edging hard. But because of the personality, just doesn't do much for me. Dullahan is a Dullahan, or a headless entity. I guess they would be similar to a Grim Reaper. I'm not really sure the difference. I don't know. I don't know much about Dullahans other than they're headless and they're emo, and that's pretty cool. Dullahan is another one of those episodes in the series that is definitely fun, kind of wraps up the mystery that was going on in the later episodes. The way that they find the body and they later find the head, it's all super funny. I love that part. Her design, I love. It is so cute. The skin color, the hair, how she has like the scythe thing. I think her having this like dark personality is a really good comparison later in the episodes where she kind of opens up a little bit and becomes more girly. Seeing that development, how she becomes more comfortable, I think, with the main characters, is really cool, and I really like her character because of that. Any hentai, anime, doujin, anything with a Dullahan character is always super cute. I don't know why. It's just the way it is. We're getting towards the end here. We pretty much only have 3 waifus to go because Kimohito, I don't know why he's on this list, okay? We're gonna go ahead and just put him next to the poop emoji. Moving on to Doppel. This is another character that, oh man. If Doppel would have gotten more screen time, literally like 5 more minutes of screen time, I can guarantee you I would have simped over this character so much more. I love her character design. The dark skin and the eyes and the hair and how she can transform into anyone is just, oh my gosh, she is amazing. But she's one of those characters that just didn't get a lot of screen time. A little bit more in the manga, but it doesn't really build on her character personality. So it's definitely a character I wish they would have touched on more, but basing this just off her looks and her short little clips in the anime, she is amazing. Super cute, super freaking hot. So I'm going to go ahead and put her in a B tier next to Dullahan and Kii. Moving on to Lilith, another character that really doesn't get a lot of screen time other than one amazing scene with Centorea herself. I really don't like Lilith, okay? I don't like her character. I think she's just kind of annoying and bratty. I'm kind of glad that Rachnera got back at her at the end, even though that scene's kind of little spicy. Yeah, she kind of had it coming, and it's just a character I really don't care about that much. Lilith just, doesn't do much for me. Cute design, but yeah, just kind of exists. Moving on to the last Monster Musume waifu on this list, we have Monoko. Hopefully I'm saying that right. This is the classic one-eyed sniper waifu from the anime, and is definitely a character who I've grown to like more over the years. To be honest, when I first saw the anime and read the manga, I hated her. I hated the design, I hated the mono eye look. But as time went on, you got to see more of her character and how humble and cute and nervous and shy. I began to like her a lot more. I saw more of a Centorea kind of personality in her. So I think I'm going to put her as a B tier. She's definitely one of the more girly characters. And seeing that comparison to when she has the giant intervention sniper rifle on the roof, I think that's just awesome. She's super cute. And I think a lot of people have seen that as well. I've seen a lot of people change their mind of their opinion on Monoko over the years. Alrighty guys, that wraps up this tier list, and remember, these are just the characters from Monster Musume that are from the actual anime themselves. There are a ton more Monster Musume characters that are not on this list that are some of my favorites, being one of them. Any of the cowgirls, those are amazing. All the different moms of the main characters, whether that's Papi's mom, Centorea's mom, Mia's mom, all amazing characters in their own way. But believe me, just doing the characters from the anime is hard enough, okay? This took me like a couple hours just to finish up with this. I definitely want to hear your guys' feedback in the comments of what you agree with and what you don't agree with. I know there's going to be some heated debate in the comments because whenever I stream on YouTube and I do some sort of tier list, it always opens up with a ton of debate. Remember, the links to all my social media are going to be down below, so if you want to check out my Discord, if you want to reach out to me on Instagram, all those links are down there, so be sure to check those out. Thank you guys once again for watching, and I'll be sure to catch all of you in the next one. Peace.